Hey guys, this is Josh from the Shaved and J-Route 22. I promised a Bevel shaving systems shave. The first video I made I accidentally deleted. So this is my second go around with the system. After my first shave I decided that I would swap out the razor blade they gave me with a razor blade I'm more comfortable with, one I know works well for me. Razor blades and a DE razor is something that is pretty specific to each person. So if you're in the DE shave, then you know that you found blades that worked for you. If you're not, then you'll find that you should try out a bunch of blades and see what works best for you. It just depends for every person. And the other thing, I used their shave oil the first time. I've used several different shave oils. I never really have experienced a benefit, so I'm not using the shave oil this time. I've never got, I don't know, I don't like using shave oils. I don't think it's worth it. And then I used their brush, which worked well. It was nice. It's a nice entry level, like cheap badger brush, but I decided not to use that. So I'm a brush snob. I've been shaving since like December 2012. I don't know, a year or so. So I'm in the brushes. I have nice brushes I like using a lot. So it just to me, I'd rather just use a brush that I really enjoy using. It's not a bad brush. For someone just getting into it, it'd be a great brush. So I'm not trying to put it down. Just saying I have brushes I've spent the good money on and really enjoy using. So I'm gonna use a brush I really like to use. Other than that, I have their razor, the Bevel razor here. I have Bevel shave cream here, and I have the aftershave balm, which I'm going to use. Alright? So, she'll wet my face. Just a quick thing about the Bevel shaving system. It is manufactured for people who are prone to ingrown hairs, shave bumps, any kind of irritation. It's meant for those kind of types of people. Usually people with curly, coarse hair, which I have curly hair. You can't tell right now, but I have curly hair. I get a lot of ingrown hairs. Even since I've been DE shaving, I still get the occasional ingrown hair. You can see the red marks around. So, yeah, it's a good system. When you buy it, you have to buy the whole kit together. And when you buy it, they sign you up. They want you to buy the whole kit, and then I think every month they want to send you the software, which is the shave cream, the pre-shave oil, and the balm. They try to get you on a system where they send you that every month or so as you need it. I have a ton of shit, as most guys do. So I bought the kit, sent them an email. They opted me out permanently, so I don't have to keep saying I don't want to buy their stuff. So, anywho, let's get started here. I'm just going to put a dab of cream there, a dab of cream there, and a little dab of cream there. Some people put a dab on their brush, some people do this. This is a personal thing. I just kind of like to introduce it to my brush slowly. This is a synthetic brush. I like synthetic brushes. This is my favorite brush. It's a Mule Black Fiber 2. Not very expensive. I have a lot of expensive badger brushes, and this thing just does a phenomenal job. Now their shaving cream has a ton of organic ingredients in it. Let me pick up the bottle here. I mean, just a ton of things. It has sunflower seed oil, shea butter, marshmallow root extract, oak kernel extract, white tea extract, and the list goes on and on. Sweet almond, lavender, clover, lavender oil again. It's just loaded. I mean, absolutely loaded with good stuff. It has a good smell to it, nothing too strong, nothing too crazy. Hard to pick a single scent. I would say it's a sweeter scent, kind of flowery. Maybe it's a little bit of lavender. Alright. So worked up a nice lather there. I like to face lather, which means I create a lather on my face instead of some guys like to do it in a bowl and then apply. Once they get the lather made, they apply it to their face. I like to do it all on my face. I think it's a benefit to have the brush on your face as much as possible. It exfoliates your skin, it lifts the hairs, feels good. So this is a good lather. It's nice and shiny. It looks moist, but there's no bubbles, which would indicate that it's got too much water in it. It looks a good consistency. There's still enough in the brush for a second pass, which I will be doing. So here's the bevel. It's a nice heavy weighted razor. It's got a very long handle compared to most double-edged razor blades. It's kind of like the standard razor. It has a flat finish, which gives it some grip even when it's wet. It's nice. It's a bar. It has a decent amount of blade exposed. It is, from my experience last shave, a smooth and efficient shaver. And it feels real good right now. So changing the blade to one I'm already comfortable with, know it's gonna feel good and sharp and smooth for me. Right off the bat, I want to make the razor feel a lot better. Blade makes a big difference. The first time I used it with their blades, doesn't mean they're necessarily bad blades. There's all kinds of different blades. They vary in price a little bit, but it really just depends on the person. Some people like some blades, hate other blades, and another person can be the exact opposite. So it really just depends person to person. So not saying they're bad blades, just saying I prefer a different blade. No big deal. So this is the style of razor where the razor head is wide enough that the edges of the blade do not stick out, which I like a lot because I think when you're going in around your nose it can cut you, but it's not so wide that it feels bulky or difficult to shave in tight areas. So far, so good. The shave cream is doing a nice job of hydrating. It's staying wet. It's providing the slickness. cushion for a nice comfortable shave. Alright. That's one pass, that's with the grain. That's why I'm shaving in certain directions. I'm shaving with the grain everywhere for my face. Since I'm a guy that's prone to ingrown hairs and that kind of thing, I only shave with the grain or it tears up my face, especially when the hair grows back. So I go with the grain twice. I'm going to wash off my face, re-lather up real quick, and we'll go with the grain again. Dry my hands. I just like to get the excess lather off and the excess hairs, because when you're shaving, there's little bits of hairs getting everywhere, so I like to clean that off and start fresh. So I got plenty of lather left in the brush. Some shaving soaps or shaving creams can be funny when you go back for the second pass, especially if you wash your face off with water and there's excess water. It can mess up the lather, it can make it too watery, and sometimes it dissipates. It just will be so watery that it just, as soon as you lather up, it just disappears. So this is a plus for the shave cream, that it remains stable for the second pass here. Second pass isn't quite as important. You just kind of paint it on real quick. You don't need as much cushion, you just need the slickness. Alright. I'm just going to go with the grain again, just to kind of clean up any spots I missed along the way, any stragglers. I'm trying to shave fast here since I'm making the video. I usually take my time, do a nice slow paced shave, enjoy myself. I am an evening shaver. I shower at nighttime. I work at a hospital, so when I come home from work I just want to shower and get clean. And I always shave after I shower, so I shave like every other day in the evenings. Let's finish up the neck. Oh, looks like I do have a little weeper right there. You can see the blood coming through. Alright. So that's 2 passes with the grain. I had a little weeper. What a weeper is, oh, I just realized my camera had shifted. I just have this little suction cup that sticks. I hope I didn't have it a long time ago. So, what a weeper is, for those of you who don't know, is a little tiny cut that you don't feel. It's pretty small. A little bit of blood comes out. You usually realize on the second pass when you're relathering, a little blood comes through. There's no pain involved, and it seals up usually just with like a cold water splash. So no big deal. It usually is from if I already have irritation. I don't get weepers much, but if I have an ingrown hair or a pimple or something like that. Sorry, the camera's lopsided, it's driving me crazy. But if I have like a blemish of some sorts and the skin's a little higher there, sometimes it clips the top of it off and I get a little weeper. So I'm gonna rinse my face real quick. I like to make my last rinse very thorough so I get all the soap off. You know it's clean soap. I don't want it getting stuck inside. That's one of the causes of ingrown hairs. So one way I like to finish a shave is with an alum block, which is a natural little mineral here. You just rub it across. It just sanitizes everything. If you shave a little too close, you get a little burn. So if you cut your face, or if you you're not used to using a DE, you scalp yourself, or you have an aggressive razor or something like that, you'll get a little burn. If you have a good shave, it feels very comfortable, with like little to no burn anywhere. It gives you good feedback on how well you're shaving. It's a good thing for guys who are just starting out. What you do is you just rub it on your face, you let it sit for about 30 seconds, and you wash it off, and it's done. And that's that. Alright, so usually my initial rinse is a hot water rinse. The hot water helps get the soap off more. After I use my alum, I'll do a cold water rinse. Kind of seal up my face, close my pores up. So that's my shave. The only thing I have to do is put on my shave balm. The Bevel shave balm. It smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. It has a very thick consistency. And it's good stuff. It's got a lot of good stuff in there on the ingredients list, similar to their shave cream. And I had a good experience the first time. Now the smell, the Vicks Vapor Rub, kind of mentholy, minty smell. Some guys, smells are like hit or miss. Some guys like that kind of stuff, some guys don't. For me, I don't mind. It kind of clears out my sinuses. It smells good. It doesn't stick around very long, so. Nice balm. Alright. Smells good. So that's my Bevel shave. I think the razor is a good razor. I think I would like to see it if they could sell it without buying the whole kit. Because the guys that are already into shaving with DE, it's a nice razor to have, but they're not going to go out and buy a whole kit just for one razor. I know that's not really their target market. They're trying to get guys with cartridges who shave with like shaving cream from a can. Whoa. Let's try to adjust my thing. Alright, anyway. I would give the whole system probably a 6 or 7 out of 10. Once I adjusted it, put the razor blade that I prefer into it, use my own shaving brush, added in the alum. I got a really nice shave here, so it's a nice system. I think guys that are switching to it from a cartridge razor, from the modern stuff, are going to absolutely love it. I think wet shavers, they're probably not going to get it just because you have to buy the whole thing as a package. But the razor is good, the shave cream's good, the aftershave balm, it's all good stuff. Alright, see you guys.